Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and in this video we are going to be switching it up a little bit and we are going to be playing Blue Black Tempo. This list is actually the trophy leaders list Grindstone Cowboy, and I'm not just copying him because he is the trophy leader. I actually play his lists from time to time. I own Blue Black Tempo in paper, so I play it sometimes. And yeah, so his lists are kind of like my go-to lists. I subscribe to him on YouTube, so shout out to you, Grindstone Cowboy. And yeah, so things that stand out about this list are that it is playing 3 flow state. Recently, Grindstone Cowboy was playing some leagues with no dazes, and looks like he put them back in. And he's even throwing in a force of negation in the main, most likely because of the unfortunate, in my opinion, printing of Fantasticars. And yeah, so it's got 3 dazes, 4 force, 1 force of negation. Still rocking the Kaito. And aside from that, it's pretty stock. I mean, it's a Nethergoyf deck. Got 19 lands. Um, we are not playing Mishra's Bauble. Um, I myself am not a huge fan of Mishra's Bauble in Blue Black Tempo, and I've heard Grindstone Cowboy mention that as well. I commented on one of his videos a while back saying that I didn't really see the idea behind it. I think it's mostly something, I could be mistaken about this, but that Eco Baronin started a while back. And I even heard him say in a video that he would never play Blue Black Tempo with Nethergoyfs without at least 2 Mishra's Baubles. Although I think I've seen him maybe play one. I could be wrong about that as well. Um, so yeah, it's only got 3 Bowmasters, which is fine. Um, my trophy, so I did trophy this league. I'm recording this after the league ended just now. And my game 1 in the trophy match was against uh Dimir Cloudpost, and it was kind of cool. Like I main phased a Bowmasters. I already knew what was in their hand. They had like Force of Negation and the One Ring and uh, something. I had already thought seized them, so I knew the Bowmaster would resolve, and then like they played the One Ring anyways, tapped it, so I pinged him with the Bowmaster, and then like my next turn, I could have flow stated for 2 cards, but instead I decided to hold up 2 mana because I drew another Bowmaster, and then they go to tap the ring again, and I flash in another Bowmaster, and so all of a sudden I'm dealing 5 damage to him, and my Orc Army token is a 7/7, so he scooped shortly after that, and I am playing 3 Consign in this list. So Consign was helpful. It countered game 2 Karn uh, in the post matchup. And besides that, so since we're playing 1 force in the main, there's only 1 force of negation on the side. And he usually always plays 3 Baraglyph in the side. I noticed Eco Baronin usually plays 2. But ever since I saw this pilot put 3 Baraglyph in the side, I've pretty much always put 3 in the side, unless like I'm like playing with friends and like a friend of ours like plays lands, so then I might need to like fit some extra cards for the lands matchup like Sheoldred's Edict and stuff. But speaking on Sheoldred's Edict, you might notice that most Blue Black Tempo lists play it, and this list does not. So I spoke about it at some point in this video that um, not having Sheoldred's Edict probably makes our lands matchups worse, but I don't know, maybe improves our other matchups because we can squeeze in one more consign, or like we're squeezing in the null rod, or now we're playing two surgical instead of one. So yeah, it's also not a main deck brazen borrower. It's one in the side, which I know some pilots do sometimes. Or I think I've seen Eco Bronin play one in the main, one in the side, or just one in the side. Um, so yeah, the null rod's kind of cool too. What was it? I was playing against Storm. I believe it was round 3. Yeah, it was Storm with Fantasticars, and they spent a bunch of resources imprinting on their 2 Chrome Moxes. So they spent 4 cards to make these 2 mana sources, right? That tap for, I think it was green. And then on my turn 2, I just like slammed Null Rod. So then, they spent a bunch of resources and screwed them pretty good. Okay, round 1, and we are up against Hell Monkey. We are on the play. This person plays some other formats, but their last legacy trophy is a Dimir Tempo trophy from a few months ago. So we are on the play. And yeah, this hand is fine. Start us off with a Thoughtseize. Okay. I guess we take the brainstorm here, right? Stop them from digging for something. Okay, they play the basic planes. Okay, Kaito is not a very good draw, but we'll play a land and pass. Okay, they play a Tundra. Here we will surveil on their end step. Another Thoughtseize is fine. Should we Wasteland first? I think let's Thoughtseize first. Brainstorm. Two, three, four, five, six. Okay, I guess here we'll take the Force of Will. Got a lot of lands. Maybe I shouldn't have even wastelanded them with how many lands that they have. Okay, they play basic island. Well, I don't know what the card that they drew is, but I could just play 5/5 Murktide. See if it resolves. Okay, the card was a swords. Okay, they play the other island. Okay, here I'll brainstorm. I wonder if they're playing Felia. I don't think so. Tamiyo and push. Alright, we'll play the Tamiyo. And I'm assuming they're going to prismatic ending here, but we have another Tamiyo coming, so not a huge deal. So next turn they're going to be able to Mystic Sanctuary. Okay. So they're putting prismatic ending on top, and then all right. So here it stays here. Got him. All right, here we'll Kaito, which is nice because they are going to be drawing their prismatic ending, and so they would be able to get rid of Tamiyo. I think I don't want either of these cards. The days would have been better than the second Tamiyo, but oh well. Snapcaster Mage. Get back Aerolingus. Hmm. They'll take the initiative, but then I'm just gonna force it. I don't want to have to deal with this initiative stuff. Although it'd probably be fine. I mean, I could fatal push their blocker and then I'd get the initiative back. Okay, that's a decent draw. All right. GG's. This is not the exact list, but I'm just taking a look at Eco Baronin's Dimir Tempo sideboard guide to see if he has a similar. See, he doesn't even have. Oh, this is the big Dimir Tempo one. This is the one I'm looking for. So there is beans. So he does not want days, and he wants Beargoyf. We are not playing Edict. And he also does not want Brazen Borrower. That's like the closest control matchup. Um, yeah, Fatal Push is not all that great. We saw Snapcaster. They may have like Felia and stuff. Hydroblast a little narrow for the Aerolingus. I'll take out one push. I'm not exactly sure what creatures are in their deck, but I would assume not that many. I also don't know if they're playing Wasteland. This hand looks fine though. Okay, basic Island Ponder. With how many basics I'm seeing on their side, I'm guessing that they're a back to basics deck. So I want to prioritize getting my two basics out. Oh, this thing. Okay. Um, think I'm just going to take their force. So they're playing Tundra and passing. Surgical. Okay, that's fine. I think they're low on land, actually. So I think that since I know exactly what's in their hand, I think I'm gonna wasteland them here. Actually, so let's brainstorm here. And then let's daze them because they're probably trying to get back their ponder so they can dig for lands. They did find a land. All right, here we'll wasteland them. Found another land. Okay, here. Let's play our surveil land. Bergwif's good. Okay, they did not find a third land for the stock up. So I guess my plan here is to get their swords out of their hand with my bowmaster. And then play the Beargoyf. They also don't know about the Beargoyf, so I do want to keep a blue card in my hand for force, though. Okay, so they do swords it, which is totally fine. Okay, so here we'll send in for 1, and then we'll play the Beargoyf. Yeah, I should have just taken these pushes out to for dazes. Flow state. Okay, so I am gonna force this, but the question is, do I want to Murktide next turn, or do I want to hold another Force of Will? Okay, so let's see what this thing is. I think I'm gonna force pitch force. They also don't know about the Murktide. Oh, interesting. All right, they're gonna fight back. So now they just have their Comet Stellar Pup, and then they're gonna get 2 more cards. One of which was a land. Let's see. Okay, they did find a swords. Well, I'm glad I kept the Murktide. One, two, three, four, five. One, two, three, four, five. So if they can't deal with the Murktide, they're gonna take 7 and go to 4. I'm gonna leave the land in my hand because they could think it's like a daze or something. All right, we got there. 2-0. GG's. Okay, round 2, and we are on the draw against Anderson Eclair, and they are a Delver player with Storm Chasers talent. Storm Chasers talent. I think we'll keep this hand. Play one basic. Okay, they multi-5. Blue to Delta. Badlands. This is not Delver. Okay, Faithless Looting. If I ponder, I could find like a Daze or something for their reanimation. But then I won't be able to hold up Force. So I think I'm just going to Wasteland them here. Also, if they looked me up, they might just think I'm an energy player still, so... Okay, Lotus Bow. Alright, so now they have 2 cards in their hand. They did not play land. Alright, so here, play a basic island, and we'll hold up Brainstorm. They ban Dark Ritual. Okay, so don't want to push. And I'm gonna draw the other card, so it doesn't matter. So I don't want to draw the push. The Wasteland is fine. So is the Murktide. So I already played a land. Okay, here I'll Wasteland them, and then I'll play Murktide. And then I'll be able to hold up days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so now we will send in for 6. We do have them on a 3-turn clock because of the Bowmaster. Did find a land. And then here we will surveil. Brainstorm's good. All right, we got their game 1. Surgical. Hydroblast deals with Wraith and Mikey, Atraxa, Sneak Attack, Faithless Looting. It's not nothing. So we don't want push. I don't know about Kaito either. Maybe we'll trim 1. Maybe we can bring in the blasts. And maybe let's take out a Kaito for a force. Consign's interesting as well, but I don't know. I think I'd rather have Hydroblast than Consign. If only this had 1 blue source. They begin with 7. I think we need some kind of turn 0 interaction if they're beginning with 7. Okay, so here's a surgical. So I guess here we'll put back the second Nethergoyf and the Brazen. Oh, this is the Reanimator with Fantasticar. Okay, and then now they unmask us. Interesting. I could surgical their Fantasticar, but then they'll for sure take my Brainstorm. They've cast 2 spells this turn. Yeah, they can't do the car thing. this turn. I could just take their car. Could take their Animate Dead also. Kind of a tough call here. Or I could just let them pick. They might just take the Brainstorm. I think I'm going to take their Animate Dead here. Who knows, maybe they have one in their hand, and that's why they discarded it. Okay. They have a Reanimate, and they do have another car in their hand. Maybe I should have just taken the car. So their hand is Fantasticar, Reanimate. And what did they pitch? Okay. So yeah, they took the Brainstorm, of course. Alright, well, we will play our threat and pass. Okay, they draw Faithless Looting. Let's see what they discard. The thing about Faithless Looting is they're kind of going down on cards. Okay, so Grizzlebrand. Now they have 8 cards. Discards, Fantasticar. They could have another Fantasticar though. I'm probably just gonna scoop here. Mulling to 5 was kind of rough. Yeah, they're just gonna keep drawing tons of cards. Alright, let's go to game 3. Sand is fine. Both keep 7. Okay. Can go land, Dark Ritual, Fantasticar, Unmask. But I do have a counter spell, so what is... Maybe I just take their Dark Ritual here. Or their Reanimate. Could also take their Unmask so they can't make me discard something. Alright, I think I was gonna take either the Unmask or the Dark Ritual. I'm just gonna take the Dark Ritual here. If they want to use their discard on me, then at least it's not on them. Notably, they only have one land as well, so. Okay, so got hit by the Thoughtseize bug. Alright, let's force that. They might just unmask themselves, discard Archon, and then reanimate. So they reveal reanimate Archon. Okay, so here discard a card. Their hand is what do I care more about? The Wasteland or the Tamiyo? The Wasteland guarantees that I can play the Brazen and start beating them down. But even then, that's like a 5-turn clock or something. And they're going to draw a card here. I don't care if they reanimate the Tamiyo. The Tamiyo might have me draw cards, though. Also, keeping the Wasteland means that I can also, like, Wasteland them later. Let's see what they draw. They do draw a land. Okay. It's a petal. Their hand is reanimate Archon. If they draw a Thoughtseize or something, then they're going to be able to. I think I'm just going to Wasteland them here. Okay, they do draw land. Let's see. They're probably going to surveil. Try to see if they can ban a creature. It's not a creature. So now I have to ask myself, if I draw nothing, do I want to wasteland them? Okay. So I think I will wasteland them. And then Nethergoyf's a 4/5. It's definitely not nothing. It's a 3-turn clock. Okay. Nice, nice. 2 cards. Okay, so I guess I'll keep Ponder Surgical. One thing I noticed about playing this list from a league that I played yesterday is that it doesn't play Sheoldred's Edict, so maybe not just because of that. But I did like it was the 3-2 league, and my 2 losses were against like lands strategies. So one was a lands deck, and one was like green white depths. So omitting the or leaving out the Sheoldred's Edict definitely complicates that matchup, but it probably makes us stronger about against the rest of the decks, right? Okay, so here let's ponder and polluted delta, will ponder. No. I think I just want to draw the Force of Will next turn. All right, we got there. GG's. Okay, round 3, and we are up against Nausea, but I do not see anything for him here when I search. We are on the play. And this hand is fine. We're going to keep this. Opponent wishes us good luck. And we play Tamiyo and pass. What the heck? Okay. So they got a land for free, but they reveal their hand. Wow, that's annoying. Okay, so 2 cards back. Probably gonna wanna. Well, I could Thoughtseize, but they have no lands. Think I'll put back 1 Nethergoyf. Yeah, this Squelcher is an issue. I don't want to put back both Force of Wills because I could draw like a Fatal Push or something. So I think I'll go like that. And then I'll plus Tamiyo. And then I'll Wasteland. They do have a Simian Spirit Guide. Okay. What I can do here is I can either Thoughtseize or I can hold up Bowmasters and try to get rid of the Squelcher. I think I'm going to Thoughtseize here. Whoa, Seething Song. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I think I'll just take the gamble. I really want to get this Bowmaster into play. Oh, I see. I was wondering where the Summon Spirit Guide went, but I guess they already used it. So I did want to draw a land, I guess. Tempting to minus Tamiyo now that I have a blocker and get back a Thoughtseize, but I really want to play this Bowmaster because of the Echo of Eons. And Tamiyo ticking up now should be pretty easy since they can't take Tamiyo down 1 loyalty per turn. Okay. Summon Spirit Guide. Gamble. Discard that. Yeah, and then I kill the Squelcher. Alrighty. Hydroblast. Force Negation. Null Rod. Surgical. A little tricky since I have the Squelcher. Consign to regular surgical. Feels a little weird. taking out Bowmaster against a deck that's trying to draw 7 cards in a row. But let's try it. How likely are they to go off on turn 1? I think I'm going to mull that. This I'm going to keep. It does not have as much interaction as I would like, especially on the draw, which was kind of the problem with the last hand, but this hand does have turn 1 Thoughtseize, hold up Daze, turn 2 Tamiyo Brainstorm. So it's kind of just going to depend. They begin with 7 cards in their hand now, so a little scary. But they might not want to go off since they know they're playing against a blue deck. They might not want to go off right away. I mean, okay, Lotus Petal, Land Grant. Is this like Fantasticar? Turn 1 Fantasticar with Veil of Summer defending it? Land Grant. It's their 3rd spell, and then they just cast Lion's Eye Diamond. Interesting that they're not Desperate Ritual. They used the same spirit. Why didn't they just do it? Well, I could Thoughtseize them, and then they go to cast Veil of Summer, and then I daze it. Just to grab their Lion's Eye Diamond. Is that worth it? Maybe I could wait till they build up a few more cards. Yeah. Alright, we'll just go Tamiyo here. I'm trying to think of sequencing here. I could attack. Maybe they'll cast Veil of Summer to 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 turn their Fantascar into a 4/4 to block Tamiyo. And then I brainstorm flip Tamiyo. And then they will draw a card from the Veil of Summer. Since I put brainstorm on the stack after they put Veil of Summer on the stack. But then I can Thoughtseize them, take their Lion's Eye Diamond, or whatever else they draw. Wasteland is interesting. I could daze the Veil, make them crack their Lotus Petal if they want to protect their Lion's Eye Diamond plus mystery card. And even if they do it, I can still Wasteland them before the Veil resolves. Okay, so they do use the Fantascar's ability. Interesting. Okay, so let's daze here. Okay. Okay, 1. Two, 3, Wow, really? Ah, so stupid. Alrighty, game 3. Okay. I think I'll try this hand out. I do like the Null Rod in it. It's got a Hydroblast. Chromux. Spell 1. Spell 2. Alright, here we are going to slam Null Rod. The Null Rod is so good here because they can make no mana here, and they spent 4 cards to be able to have those 2 mana sources. This I will keep on top. Notably, my clue tokens can't be cracked. Now I need a threat because this game is far from over. Trying to thin my deck out here. Yeah, the problem with taking out the Bowmasters is like we don't really have that many threats. Okay, here's a threat. Okay, so I guess technically 4-turn clock. Summon Spirit Guide, Desperate Ritual. Um, Maybe I just force this. Oh, that's a good draw. I feel like I'm like a land destruction deck. I guess I'll attack first. Well, put one card into my hand. Okay, I'll take Flow State. And I'll Flow State again for 2 cards. Thoughtseize, Thoughtseize. They don't have gambles in their deck anymore. They've used 1 Simian Spirit Guide. Okay, so I guess we attack here first. Might as well. Okay, now let's seize them. All right, GG's. All right, round 4. We are on the draw against Emperor Oppai, and I looked him up, and might just be a mirror match of sorts. Kind of interesting. They play Shoot the Sheriff. I wonder why it's listed as Dimir Control. They do have a lot of kill spells. Let's see what the blue black says. Whoa, Oculus. Oculus and Dress Down. Alright, so this hand is fine. Street Wraith. Thoughtseize. Take my Thoughtseize. Okay. Do they play Street Wraith? That makes me think that this is Doomsday. Kind of makes me want to ponder and find some sort of counterspell. But I am just going to slam Tamiyo here. I think the upside is pretty high from playing Tamiyo turn 1. Okay, Underground Sea. Okay, Flow State. Okay, 1 card Flow State. They're going to go from 4 to 5 cards. Okay. Another land is fine. I guess I should have pondered first before playing a land. Hmm. It's not a very good ponder keep, but I do want to get at least 1 counter spell in my hand, and if I use this Daze, the next turn I can flow state for 2 cards. Okay. Death Shadow. Interesting. Oh, I should have dazed that one. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here is maybe I should just Fatal Push the Moon Shadow. No, I'm gonna Fatal Push the Death Shadow. Now I can flow state for 2. So keep the days. In the swamp. Three mana. One, two, three. Here I'm just gonna pass. Got him. Okay, so let's take a look and see what Eco Baronin says. 4 force, 1 days. 4 force, 1 days. 2 Baragorf, 1 Brazen. Brazen. I don't have the edicts. Also, force and negation's not in there. I guess they're playing Blue Black Moon Shadow. Yeah, no, they do have Oculus though. So Snuff Out's not bad. And then I guess we just bring in another days. All right, let's try that. Okay. Yeah, I'll keep this hand. I'm gonna hide one of the Baraglyphs, and then a Fatal Push on top. I was really hoping to find some lands, maybe even some fetch lands to get basic lands. I'm sure they have a Fatal Push, but let's get them to use it on this, not my Baraglyph. Did they miss a land drop? If they missed a land drop, maybe we should wasteland them and play Nethergoyf. I think I'm just gonna play Baraglyph. Oops. Okay. Play land. Oculus. Okay, here they brainstorm. I feel like they have a... Oh, and we got there. All right, GG's. All right, round 5. This is the trophy match, and we are on the draw against Termagurf. I see from 3 months ago, Blue White Felia. January of this year, Beanstalk. Looks like Bant, Beanstalk. These are the only two from 2026. So this hand looks fine. I am going to keep this. A little scary against a Wasteland deck if they are on Blue-White Felia. Oh, interesting. Okay, so maybe this is the Cloudpost deck. Let's see. Waterlog Teachings. Dimir Cloudpost. Yeah, so this is the Dimir Cloudpost. And they have much scarier lands. So I'm not going to wasteland this. I think what I'll do here is I'll Thoughtseize them. I think here I'll take their turn 2 play. See what they play here. Probably the Underground Sea. Play Petrified Hamlet. Choosing Wasteland. So, do we Thoughtseize here? Or do we just slam Bowmaster? I think I'm going to play Bowmaster. I'm just going to main phase it. Or they draw a counterspell or something. Okay, they play their Underground Sea, so now they're holding up Force of Negation. Alright, let's Thoughtseize them again. See if they Force of Negation this. They do. It's fine. And then here, first we'll attack for 2. And then we'll play Nethergoyf. They play the One Ring here. Should we force it? I think no. Let's save our counterspell for something else. And we have Bowmaster in play, so it's like, okay, yeah, we'll target Nethergoyf. Okay, so here we can brainstorm. Okay, I'm gonna do it like that. And then I'm gonna bend the land. And I could flow state, but I'm going to hold up Force of Will. And if they try to draw off the One Ring, they're going to get super punished by second Bowmasters. So they're going to take one, and then they're going to take 4 more, making my army token 7/7, which is pretty big. All right, GG's. Let's take a look here. I don't think that Eco Baronin puts Cloudpost. Oh, they do. They might be referring to like a different one, but let's see what he puts. 4 push, 1 snuff, 2 Bowmasters. Two consign, 2 negation, 1 brazen. Consign, brazen. I guess we bring in Null Rod. I don't know. I kind of like Bowmaster though. Like, it feels weird after winning with the Bowmaster to cut. His list played 4 Bowmaster. Well, actually, let's check that. Might actually be 3. So they play 4. So he's saying to cut 2 of them to stay at 2. So that's why I cut 1. So, but we added in the Null Rod. So what's... I would rather have the Null Rod than the second Kaito. All right, let's try that. Okay. Well, it is not a bad hand. All right, so Island Expedition map. All right, so I think we do want to thin our deck out. Turn 1 Tamiyo. This is not the worst. Okay, let's look at the list again. Or Kozilek's command. One Dismember. Karn Ugin. Four Barragoyf. Okay, so here put back 2 lands, flip Tamiyo, and then we'll plus Tamiyo. We did draw a consign, which is nice. Okay, so Planar Nexus. Let's ponder here. Okay, so Force, Nethergoyf, Wasteland, no, and let's tick up. And then let's Wasteland their Planar Nexus. Double Force, double blue card. All right, and then here we will Daze. All right, and then we are going to attempt to ultimate Tamiyo next turn. Okay, here we are going to daze again. They might just scoop here. Woohoo! Got the trophy. GG's. First trophy in a very long time without energy. The last trophy I got that was not energy and legacy was Cradle Control, and that was a while back. So GG's. Till next time, guys.